And now I'll read chapter 6 of this book. Chapter 6, In the Tunnel. I ducked and headed into the tunnel. I was under the street now, making my way in from the open sewer. At first, there was still enough light to see, but after 20 steps, I was deep in gloom. Behind me, back where I had come in, was a circle of light leading outside, where a man was waiting for the police. Ahead of me was blackness. "Jeff!" I shouted, but only echoes came back. To me, "Jeff! Jeff! Jeff!" Then there was another sound, a crack and roar of thunder as the storm outside let go. The rumble of thunder bounced around the concrete, made me worse than it was outside. "Jeff!" I yelled again, from somewhere deep in the tunnel. I heard something, or I thought I did. Was it a voice? I splashed forward. The water on my feet had turned into a little stream. Fed by the storm outside, the water flowed past my feet, down into a tunnel, someplace up ahead. Somewhere the stream would burst out of the sewers into Mill Creek. If I didn't get out in time, the stream would carry me or my body along with it. "Jeff, where are you?" I called as I moved forward. This time I thought I heard something like over here, but I couldn't be sure. I kept going into the darkness. Beneath me, the water was splashing over my ankles. It had soaked my running shoes and the bottom of my jeans, and now it was up over my ankles. How long had I been? In here. If the water had gone up this much in 5 minutes, how long before it would be at my waist? How long before it would fill the tunnel and I'd be a dead man? "Larry!" That stopped my mental math. This time I was sure it was a voice calling my name. It had to be my brother. I didn't know where he was or how long it would take me to get there, but I knew it was his voice. "Jeff, where are you?" I shouted off into the darkness. Some kind of answer came back, but it was lost in the rush of the water and the echoes in the tunnel. "Tell me again." "Slow," I screamed, trying to talk slowly myself. I've had nightmares like this, about being trapped in the darkness, screaming and lost. In the nightmares, I'm fighting against something, or something is grabbing me. I struggle against the darkness and the cold. I have to fight against the thing that's grabbing me. Sometimes I get pulled down and can't breathe. Sometimes I fight against the thing and just wake up in a sweat. But this was no dream. This was real life. My brother was trapped someplace in the tunnel. "Go forward, then go right," I heard. The voice was far away, blurred by distance and the echoes. "Forward, right? Are you sure?" I called back, even as I splashed forward. Jeff was never good with directions, the left/right thing. If I made a wrong turn in this darkness, I'd never find him. That's right, I heard, but it was a different voice. How many of them were there? I asked myself. But now I was so far into the tunnel that I couldn't see the light behind me. Or maybe the storm had made it pitch black outside, so there was no light. I was trapped under the sidewalk, lost and blind. And then the terror hit me. I thought about where it was, the darkness in the water. I thought about dying. In a flash, I thought about how stupid this was and how hopeless. I knew I was losing it and had to fight back. Get a grip, I told myself. Make a plan. The plan was simple. Get moving forward until I found them. Then lead them back out. Maybe it wasn't a great plan, but it seemed okay at the moment. I tried to work through the details, like how much time we had. I tried to focus on the plan and not the terror. If I let my mind snap back to being trapped in the tunnel in its darkness, I'd be frozen to the spot. So I didn't think, I just kept moving. "I'm coming," I called out. "You're getting closer," I heard. It was Jeff's voice for sure. "Can you come towards me?" I shouted. Now that made sense. If we were going to go back the way I had come in, why weren't they coming my way? "We're stuck," Jeff called. That made no sense to me. How could anybody get stuck in a concrete tunnel? But at that moment, I reached the tunnel going off to the right, and my nightmare got worse. It was smaller. To get through it, I had to crawl on my hands and knees. "Are you down here?" I yelled. "Not far," Jeff said. "There's air here." What did he mean by that? I climbed into the tunnel and crawled forward. Don't think about where you are. I told myself, don't think about the darkness and the water and getting trapped down here. Just don't think. How far? I cried. Almost here, Jeff called back. Be careful. I didn't hear the end of the word. Suddenly I was slipping forward, falling into the darkness. The water under my knees was all around me and I had to fight to breathe. It was like falling into a wave pool, getting pushed by the water, so you're just out of control. There was no sense swimming, no sense fighting it. I was being washed away, like a guy drowning in a flood. So all I could do was hold my breath, but then, just as quickly as I had gone under, my head came up and I was gasping for air. I took a quick breath and then a deep one. In the gloom, I saw a couple of points of light way up over my head. Then, in the reflected light, I saw two bodies. Stay tuned to find out what the next chapter is about.